Peace, love, and everything in between, loved ones. So, real quick, I seen a post and I wanted to talk about it. I'm gonna give liberation a break for a second. Well, sort of, kind of, not really. It all ties into each other, right? So it says these four black women get the most hating because they're black, right? And I beg to differ. And I'm just gonna go down the list. So first we have Miss Angel Reese. It's not that we hate her. It's just the fact that this generation of young women, we don't want to be told nothing, right? So when we criticize, we take it. Well, when we criticize, I feel as though people take it as like, oh my God, she doesn't like me. Oh my God. No, in reality, we're trying to tell you to make better decisions because we already learned the lesson. And there's no point of you going down the same road that we went down that we know leads to nowhere. But instead of us listening and taking and learning from one another and learning from generation to generation, we want to just X everybody out and say, no, she's a hating ass bitch. She don't like me. No. When in reality, you're parading around like a fucking stripper. You look good. Ass is nice. I mean, you putting it out there, so I mean, you can't be mad that people talk about it. Like she wanted to be upset because Shaq made her feel uncomfortable. Sweetheart, you're representing yourself like that. You're carrying yourself like a prostitute. So guess what you're gonna get treated like? We as women have to stop this. Oh well, just because I'm free in my body. Representation is everything. How we present ourselves is everything. If you present yourselves like a slut, you can't be mad that someone treats you like a slut. Don't present yourself that way. Next we have who was it? Kamala. And Miss Kamala has told us many and plenty of times that she is an Indian woman. She is going to be the first Indian descent president. She is not black. I don't know why we keep trying to ride on that coattails and say she's black just because she has some pigment in her skin. If we do our history and check on shit in Jamaica, Jamaica was colonized, right? So the same way that the white people colonized here, basically the white people colonized down there and gave the Indians, the red dot Indians, they made them like the police patrol, right? So in Jamaica, guess who owns all the land and all the resources? Not the black Jamaicans who were there first, but the white people gave it to the Indians. And guess what? The same way we have this hate in our Puerto Rican community between light skin, dark skin, the same way in every other country, how what country did I just go to? I can't remember right now. But long story short, the Indian Jamaican and black Jamaican are two different things. That's like saying you come into America and all the Indians own the fucking gas stations and Dunkin' Donuts and all the black people don't own shit. It's the same thing in Jamaica. She is not one of us. Stop claiming that woman. Period. Serena Williams. Our leaders have already laid the blueprint for us. We just have to get out our way and follow it. They have told us that we cannot talk black and sleep white. We have to pick a side and stay there. It is clear to look at Miss Serena Williams and see that she does not love herself. I'm sorry, I'm just going to call it out. If we loved ourselves, we wouldn't have to change all our physical features. All our physical features. It's clear that Miss Serena Williams is not a proud black woman because 1, the hair, 2, she bleached her skin, 3, the nose. Do I need to keep going on? She's married to a white man. Where's the black love, unity, pride, and all that? What are you teaching? Are you teaching your daughter to love herself, or are you teaching her that we can change our faces if we don't like it? And we're still going to have the insecurity. I had surgery, right? And guess what? Surgery don't fix the insecurity, people. Because I was, standing like this and trying to poke out my ass because I've never had an ass before. So when I got an ass, that's all I wanted to show off, right? When we get these things, that's all we want to do is show off because we never had it, but it doesn't help the insecurity. It only makes it worse. And then we got to fix something else. And then all our focus and attention is on that. And we got to keep that right. And then when that's not right, then what? But then we don't got time to keep it right because we're not these rich celebrities that are getting these surgeries. We're the workers down here trying to get surgery, look like Kim Kardashian and shit. And we don't got no fucking money to maintain that shit. So a lot of people look crazy, right? Luckily, unluckily, I was in an accident, lost all my weight, BBL gone, boom. Anyway, that's my story. So, last but not least, Miss Michelle Obama. Now, although I love the classiness and couth and decorum of Miss Obama, she gets hate due to default, right? Because she was married to a man who did nothing for the black community. And instead of the black community holding him accountable, we made an excuse for him and said, oh, well, he can only do so much. They can only do so much. Meanwhile, look what Trump is doing. So everybody else then got a hate bill under every other administration. Asians, Japanese, Native Americans, LGBT, but blacks have been slaves in this country for 246 years, and we are still being murdered at an alarming rate and still coming up missing at an alarming rate, the highest of every race. But yet y'all are telling me the president of the United States couldn't do shit for us. Okay. Not only that, his administration killed Gaddafi. He killed Gaddafi. If we don't know who Gaddafi is, we need to do our Googles, because Mr. Gaddafi tried to donate over $1 billion to black Americans in the 80s or 90s, and guess what, our government rejected it. So we could have been free, we could have been had our own resources, we could have been self-sufficient, because guess what, there's only a couple million people, a couple million black Americans in America. If Gaddafi would have gave us 1 billion, then every black person could have been 1 million. But guess what the government said? Oh, hell no. And guess what Obama did? Killed him. So Michelle, yes, gets hate because she was married to him, to someone who was supposed to be our savior again and didn't do not a goddamn thing for us. And he basically set the tone and fucked us over for the rest of this society and this government, because he basically set the tone that since we didn't demand shit, and since we just let him skate ride and we didn't condemn him from doing us the way that he did, we basically set the tone on how and showed these people how we can be treated. So we're not ever going to get reparations or get anything from this fucking government, because we just told them that we don't hold our own accountable and we don't ask for shit and we don't want shit, right? We want people to steady do for us just because, but we not asking for shit. Now it's going to come to the time where we're just going to have to take our shit. We're going to have to take our shit back, right? Right. But yeah, that's why those 4 women get hate. And I wouldn't even say it's hate. It's not that I hate them. I don't hate anyone. Dislike, sure. But hate, no. It's just, we got to start calling shit for what it is and calling people out and holding people accountable. We all have to be held accountable. I got to be held accountable for my shit too. I dated white men. I was in the army. Guess what? And I paid for it. I got my whole left side of my body fucked up. So we all got to be accountable for our shit. Let's stop making excuses for these people who do not want to propel black people forward. And that's it. Peace.